Hi, everybody. We start at the 10 tonight with a Northern Virginia father who died after a plane crash in New York.
Yeah, loved ones say he was transporting rescue dogs, including a puppy, when his small plane went down. Fox 5's Nana-Sentuo Bonsu is in Fairfax County tonight with the very latest. Nana?
Yes, Jim and Angie, good evening. We're learning more about 49-year-old Soo Kim, who lived in Springfield, Virginia. His family says he worked hard, loved hard, and also spent his time volunteering with animals. We spoke to his daughter, who tells us tonight she's at some kind of peace, knowing that her father spent his last moments doing what he loved to do.
He died doing what he loved, which was saving animals.
Soo Kim's 16-year-old daughter, Leah, says her father devoted the final years of his life rescuing animals and flying.
When he was 45 years old, he realized that he had this unfulfilled dream of being a pilot.
So Kim went out and got his pilot's license about 4 years ago. In that time, he took his family on trips in his plane and worked with a number of nonprofits like Pilots and Paws Assisting with rescues, transporting animals to new homes. On Kim's recent birthday, he spent his day flying this Shar-Pei, who was hit by a car for medical services in Kentucky.
He tried to do this as often as he could, and if an opening popped up and it was the next day, he would be the first person on it. He always made sure to be available because this is something he cared about.
Leah didn't know that her father's flight on Sunday from Maryland to New York would be his last trip.
So I asked him what he was doing with his bags, and he started talking about how he had dogs to save.
Kim took off from Hartford County Airport with 3 dogs on board to Albany. Authorities in New York say around 6 in the evening, Kim crashed into a wooded area covered with snow just about 35 miles from his destination. He died on impact along with one of the dogs. 2 dogs, including a puppy, were rescued with injuries, including broken legs.
And I'm very glad to hear that 2 of the dogs have been recovered safely.
Right now, Leah, her 2 younger brothers, her mother, and everyone who loved her father are trying to pick up the pieces. The community is coming together to support this family during this difficult time. As we head into the holidays, Leah has a message.
Leah, hug your loved ones all a little bit tighter, because my father didn't wake up yesterday thinking that it would be his last day on earth.
Now, guys, authorities in New York did say that visibility was poor on Sunday, citing that Kim even asked to change his altitude due to turbulence. This crash is being investigated by the FAA and the NTSB. We also reached out to Pilots and Paws for a statement, and we're waiting to hear back. Guys.